Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andres, your dream realtor. I'm here at my personal office today, and I've been thinking about something that my clients and friends ask me all the time, whether they're thinking about selling their property or they're thinking about writing an offer on one they want to buy. One thing that they always never fail to ask me is that they'll say, hey man, what do you think about the property? Is this a home that you would buy? What do you think about it? And my answer to that is always the same. It's always, it doesn't matter what I think. If you like the property and it makes sense to you, then buy it. It doesn't matter what I think. Well, that's what I say, but it's generally a much softer approach. But in all seriousness, guys, it really doesn't matter what I think. At the end of the day, my job is to provide you all the information and whatever you deem important to you, so that way you make sure that you make a smart investment. More times than not, this is typically going to be the biggest investment of your life. So you have to make sure that it's something that makes sense for you and that it's something that you love. Everyone has different styles and everyone has different tastes. Though let's just say hypothetically, I did have an extra amount of money that I was looking to spend in real estate. How would I invest that? And that's what we're going to get into today. And the amount that we're going to be working with is $425,000. The one thing to keep in mind is that these homes could easily go for more than what they're listed at, especially in our current real estate market. So for this sort of video, we're just going to assume that we can purchase the property for what it's listed at. Now, if we were to assume that I was going to be getting a conventional loan, we're going to set apart 3% minimum for our down payment, and we're also going to set apart 3% for our closing costs, which I'll be paying. So that'll bring our total up to $25,500 that we need to be able to fund this transaction. Now, that's not to say that $25,500 is the amount that you would need to be approved for $425,000. There's a lot of different factors, such as your income, your debt to income ratio, your past year's tax returns, and how much you use as a down payment, etc., etc. So I definitely recommend that you get in touch with a local and experienced lender to be able to get a better gauge on what you'd be approved for and what your closing costs would also be. So with that being said, let's get started. All right guys, so I had a general idea. I was actually going to be doing some talking, commentating while I was recording, but I was kind of pressed on time. So yeah, I had a general idea of where I was taking it, but I just decided let's just scrap that, and I'm just going to do a react style video where I'll be reacting to the video as I'm watching it with y'all. So this property is actually in Inglewood, which is a neighborhood in East Nashville. I believe this home was built in the 50s. I'll go back and add like the stats and stuff. But yeah, I really like the exterior of the home. The landscaping really drew me in when I first saw it. Love hardwood floors. Yeah, and I just kind of like the way that the layout was. What really drew me in was this bedroom. I really like the color. I don't know why, but I don't know. And the color of this bedroom too. It's really nice. And these bedrooms are a pretty nice size. Whenever I was walking in and touring it, Peloton bike. Those are getting really big. Seems like everyone has like a membership, or I don't know what it's called. This kitchen was actually bigger than it looks when you're physically in the property. If you remove like the shelves or whatever that is, I mean that's a pretty big space. You've got enough space for a table, and they've got like stools here and stuff. I mean, the cabinets look a little older, but that's nothing. You could always paint them and stuff. Yeah, I just really like the colors that they used. I think more than anything, that's really what I liked, was the colors. Yeah, and they also had really big windows. I'm a big fan of natural light, so... Oh yeah, that's choppy. This is my first time using a gimbal, so I'm struggling. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like this house. To to a lot of people, this probably seems like a pretty normal house, but it really stuck out to me. But this is really the reason why I liked it. So this house is actually in Inglewood, which is like a micro pocket neighborhood of like East Nashville. But I mean, this is a lot of yard space for Nashville. You know, a yard this size and being fenced in, and you know, they've got trees, so it's aesthetically pleasing, is a pretty big anomaly. And so when I saw this, I was like immediately drawn into it. Yeah, I just like this house. I like this house a lot. Like the neighborhood, love the space. So yeah, I just like it. Like, I've got no real gripes about it or anything. It's just a cool house. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. It's just a nice house. I liked it. I was drawn into it. I don't know why. Like, it was a really cool house to be in and walk around in and stuff. So it's just my taste. I like it. I don't know. You may not like it, which is fine. But yeah. So this next one is actually a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo. It's in the Nations. Yeah, I mean, it's right off Centennial, so you're close to everything in the Nations, everything on 51st, Charlotte Park. Yeah, I mean, I like the kitchen. This place had super high ceilings, which made it feel just huge when I was in there. Yeah, I mean, I just really like being able to walk to everything. I like the idea of that. If something like this happened, it would definitely be a lifestyle sort of purchase. Oh yeah, here we go. I started struggling with the gimbal, so at this point I just decided to make a whole new video. But yeah, I mean, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, high ceilings. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just a lifestyle move for me if I were to buy it. When I was in the closet, I was getting tripped up because it was one of the first, I think it might have been like the first or the second time I'd seen like a washer and a dryer in the actual closet. And hats gotta stay with the house, writing that in the offer. Leave the hats. Yeah, bathroom's cool, I guess. Yeah, I really wouldn't know what to do with that space. They kind of use it as like an office space. Don't quote me on this, but I've seen people in other condos use that as like another bedroom, or like they put like a bed in there for like guests or something. But I would imagine that would be complicated if you wanted somebody else living there with just like parking and stuff. Yeah, and I don't know what the parking would even be there. I didn't check. My freaking realtor didn't tell me. But he said he wouldn't show me any more houses until I got a pre-approval. So, and he said my PPP loan application didn't count. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I think the parking would be important. I didn't struggle parking there, but I don't know if there's assigned seats or not. So don't quote me on any of that. There might be. I just haven't checked the HOA docs. So for my fantasy purchase. But yeah, the outside's cool. Easy access. Close to everything. I like it. I don't hate it. Staying under budget, which is very cool. And yeah, that's it for that one. So this one's actually in Murfreesboro. It's in the Colonial Estates neighborhood. It's a bit of a ways away from Nashville. I've just always really liked this neighborhood, especially the colonial style houses. And this neighborhood's pretty close to the neighborhood that my parents lived in, so I was pretty drawn in. But yeah. Huge master. All the rooms in this house are really big. But yeah, I like this separate closet, which is nice because there's one in here and there's also one in the bathroom. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to work this gimbal because I hate this shot. I'll get it figured out. Next time we're gonna have better production. Oh yeah, it's not good. Yeah, and literally as soon as I got done with the condo one, I see another laundry room in the closet. So I don't know. It was a unicorn kind of day for me, I guess. Yeah, nice kitchen space. Cool. And then the upstairs. Yeah, the reason why I really like these homes, I haven't had a chance to show very many of these homes in Colonial Estates. I think I've only seen like 2 in person, but they have these upstairs, these like upstairs deck areas, and I just think they're really cool. You know, especially if you're sitting outside after work or on the weekends, you know, when the sun's going down. It's just really cool. I really like this space. Pretty decent sized backyards. Really nice neighborhood too. It was really quiet when I was there, which is cool. There were niños playing outside and stuff. Yeah, I'm struggling again with this gimbal. Yeah, every single room in this house was huge. Yeah, I just really like the exterior of these houses. And obviously the upstairs porch is really nice. Yeah, this is a really big room too. MLB poster has to stay with the house. And the bed. All the baseball paraphernalia. All that's got to stay. Keeping Writers sign. Yeah, this is just a really nice house. Yeah, I just had no complaints about them. Now, if I had to choose, I would honestly probably say that I would pick the house in East Nashville. I just really like the aesthetic of it. I love the big backyard. Yeah, and that's just not common. It's on a corner lot too, kind of. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, it's just cool. I like it. But yeah, that's what I would do. And then my second choice would probably be the condo, just because it's a little bit on the less expensive side of the budget, which would be cool. And it's very accessible to about everything that I would want, and I really love the Nations, so that would be a very cool thing to be there. And the third one, unfortunately, would be the Colonial Estates house. I really like the house. It's just kind of far. You know what I mean? From where I'm working at now, even if it was in like Murfreesboro, it's still kind of like about 5 to 10 minutes away from Murfreesboro. Probably closer to 5, but yeah, I don't know. At this point in my life, it's just not a good fit for me. But I could easily see this being like my number one choice, and the condo being my last choice. Like if I had kids or something. or if I was working in Murfreesboro, closer to Murfreesboro. Yeah, they're just all really nice houses. I just have no complaints about them at all. But if you found this informative, please like, comment. I'm going to start doing these more often. So if you have a certain price range you want me to stay in, or if you have other ideas that you want me to talk about, please comment below. I'll pick one by the end of the week. If not, I'll just do one. But yeah, just let me know what you think, and hopefully you found this informative. Bye.